Top stories for the hour. Ethiopia calls for a stronger continental voice on global stage. And China pledges support for Ethiopia's green transition. Hello and welcome to ABC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. I'm Hikmat Al-Mam with the news for the hour. Just stay with us. Ethiopia called for a stronger continental voice on global stage. The call came from Ethiopian President Haile Selassie Thursday as he addressed the official handover ceremony between the outgoing and incoming leadership of the African Union Commission, emphasizing the critical juncture at which the transition occurs. In his remarks, President Haile Selassie praised the outgoing chairperson, Moussa Faki Mahamat, for his outstanding leadership and unwavering commitment over the past 8 years. He highlighted key achievements, including the realization of the African Continental Free Trade Area and securing Africa's membership in the G20. He hailed the outgoing chairperson's efforts to navigate the complex currents of our continent and on ever-evolving geopolitical dynamics. President Haile also commended outgoing Deputy Chairperson Monique Nsanza Baganwa for her dedication to women's empowerment, and he underscored the unprecedented challenge facing the new leadership. President Haile stressed the importance of leveraging Africa's G20 membership to shape its economic destiny, criticizing the current G20 common framework for debt treatment as inadequate and undated by inefficiency, delays, and a lack of clarity. He further called for Africa's permanent membership in the UN Security Council, asserting that we must push for Africa's permanent membership in the UN Security Council so that the continent will sure be part of the decisions that will affect and determine the destiny of Africa. According to Haile, pursuing peace by addressing the drivers of conflict, championing food sovereignty through strategic and agricultural investment, and forging an interconnected continent through the African Continental Free Trade Area are among key priorities for the new African Union Commission leadership. Haile reiterated Ethiopia's unwavering support for the AU Commission, emphasizing the country's responsibility as the seat of the African Union. He also extended best wishes to the outgoing commissioners for their future endeavors. Ethiopia and Israel reaffirmed commitment to strengthening economic ties. Ethiopian Minister of Foreign Affairs Gideon Timotheos met with Minister of Economy and Industry of the State of Israel, Nir Barakat, to discuss deepening economic cooperation, trade and investment between the two countries. The meeting underscored Ethiopia's ongoing economic reforms and highlighted key investment opportunities, particularly in innovation-driven sectors such as technology, agriculture, water management, renewable energy, and manufacturing. Both ministers reaffirmed their commitment to strengthen economic ties and fostering mutually beneficial partnerships between Ethiopian and Israeli businesses. The minister briefed the Israeli side on Ethiopia's efforts to improve the business climate and attract foreign participation. He highlighted the homegrown economic reform agenda, which sets multi-sectoral growth drivers, a significant shift from the previous single-sector-led development strategy. Barakat also noted the establishment of Ethiopian Investment Holdings as Ethiopia's sovereign investment arm, playing a strategic role in advancing economic transformation. He expressed Israel's readiness to engage with Ethiopia in areas of mutual interest and emphasized the potential for Israeli enterprises to contribute to Ethiopia's economic development. Welcome back, and now moving on. Regional State Interim Government President Getachew Reda called on the federal government and relevant parties to take all necessary measures to avoid the option of war. The president has made a statement Thursday on current affairs in the region. In his statement, he indicated that efforts should be made to resolve issues that are challenging the implementation of the Pretoria Agreement, while past actions that have been given in the region are an unnecessary image should be corrected. He urged those entities who are worsening the situation to refrain from their destructive activities. He said that this illegal activity is not only harmful to the region but also to the country. Getachew said that the residents of the region are going through a difficult situation due to this illegal activity, indicating that it is a manifestation of the terrible nature of the conflict. The people of Tigray deserve lasting peace, he said, and individuals who prioritize power over the people's demands are putting the region in a worse situation. The implementation of the Pretoria Agreement is taking longer than it should because of elements who claim that the stability of the region will undermine their personal interests. China reaffirmed its commitment to supporting Ethiopia's transition to electric vehicles and green energy. The Chinese ambassador to Ethiopia, Chen Hai, says China is ready to strengthen cooperation in renewable energy and electric mobility. Goshu Meliso has the latest.
In an exclusive interview with EBC, the ambassador emphasized the importance of electric vehicles and renewable energy as key topics at China's recently concluded annual two sessions, a major political gathering. He praised Ethiopia's efforts in promoting green energy and electric mobility.
We appreciate the effort made by Ethiopian government and His Excellency Premier Abiy, Prime Minister Abiy. He adopted and made an initiative of green legacy and encouraged more electric vehicles into the Ethiopian market. China, as the largest EV producer with different brands and world-class technologies and equipments, we are willing to cooperate and coordinate with Ethiopia partners to introduce more EV into Ethiopia.
China, the world's largest producer of electric vehicles, sees Ethiopia as a key partner in its green energy expansion. The ambassador noted that the growing number of electric vehicles in Addis Ababa and pledged further support to connect Chinese manufacturers with Ethiopian businesses.
I'm very happy to witness more and more EV running on the road of Addis and nationwide. And our embassy will try our best from the prospect of to introduce and enhance the cooperation of the green energy to support the initiative of green legacy to introduce more Chinese producers, dealers with Ethiopian counterparts.
Regarding Ethiopia's economic transition, the ambassador acknowledged the country's efforts in balancing state-owned enterprises with private sector growth.
Transiting to a new economic mechanism, a good combination and balance of both the state and public-owned economy and the private economy. I could found more and more private sectors, companies, entrepreneurs, and I believe that the reform and opening up is one of the very important reasons China developed. I believe under leadership of current Ethiopian government, with the joint efforts of both government and the public, the reform and opening up policy could create more fruitful outcomes.
China and Ethiopia continue to strengthen their partnership with green energy and electric mobility, emerging as a major areas of collaboration.
And now finally, following the successful election of a new African Union chairpersons at the 38th Ordinary Session of the Assembly of Heads of State and Government of the African Union in February 2025, the official handover ceremony was held Thursday, March 13. Newly elected African Union Commission chairperson Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, along with Vice Chairperson Salma Malika Haddadi and 4 other commissioners, have taken the oath of office at the Commission's headquarters in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The Gestar Nisa takes us from here.
The official handover ceremony has been conducted at the AU headquarters in Addis Ababa to bid farewell and express appreciation to the members of the outgoing commission, as well as to welcome the newly appointed officials. In his farewell speech, the outgoing chairperson of the African Union Commission, Musa Faki Mahamat, highlighted some of the achievements and challenges under his tenure.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to stress that the expectations and the challenges that you will face, but also the opportunities that will open up. We have done what we could, and I said that obviously there have been shortcomings and mistakes and inadequacies, but we have faith in our organization, and you will go beyond the various frontiers that we had. This is what we bequeath to you, a legacy. It will be up to you and behove you to deepen it, imagine new solutions, what we could not imagine or we could not implement.
On his part, the incoming chairperson of the African Union Commission, Muhammad Ali Yusuf, hailed those successes that has been achieved during past years and pledged to reinforce them, as well as achieve the aspiration of the African continent.
Your Excellencies, Africa is at a crossroads. Our people are aspiring for a continent with dignity and peace. As the chairperson of the African Union Commission, I can actually measure the weight of this responsibility. We are not only going to manage an institution, but we also have to cater for the ambitions of our people. Our priorities are crystal clear. Imperatively, we have to step up the implementation of the second 10-year plan, 2024-2034. It is only in translating our ambitions into tangible reality that we'll be able to meet the aspirations of the African people. We have to be pragmatic and dedicated to the work that we do. We have to ensure progress on the continent. So we have a huge task ahead of us to undertake. The African Union Commission has to be proactive and properly coordinated, and I will ensure that the interaction between our organs is even strengthened in order to guarantee proper implementation of our program.
Newly elected African Union Commission Chairperson Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, along with Vice Chairperson Salma Hadid and 4 other commissioners, have taken the oath of office at the Commission's headquarters in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The official handover ceremony has been held in the presence of the African Union Chairperson, President Joao Lourenço of Angola, with Ethiopia's President Taye Selassie, as well as ministers in charge of foreign affairs, members of the diplomatic corps, the United Nations, and other development partners.
As we wrap up the news for the hour, a recap of the top stories once again. Ethiopia calls for a stronger continental voice on a global stage. China pledged support for Ethiopia's green transition. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for watching and goodbye.